morning. It's probably, I don't know, 6:15, 6:20ish. Getting ready to hit day 124. Chilly night last night, got down to 39. It didn't rain, but there was a lot of condensation on the tent. I think the tent was just as wet or wetter than when it did rain, so you have to draw out the tent sometime today. Other than that, good night. Very nice and quiet. The cars, I slept near a highway right at the trailhead, so the cars didn't really bother me that much. Best of all, it's clear blue skies, no clouds in sight. So plans today to hustle, I think I got 11 miles. It's a big lake youth camp where I can pick up my resupplies and take a shower, do laundry, get some food, all that stuff. But the first 5 miles is going to be tough. I got 5 miles of lava flow, which, a mile and a half really took it out of me yesterday. So now I got 5 miles. After that, it should be clear sailing. But these first 5 miles are going to be tough. So I'm going to get on the trail, get going, and hopefully get through these 5 miles. All right, we'll see you down the trail. Okay, about a mile and a half into these lava fields, and I have to tell you, it's a little bit less than fun. It's just, you gotta watch every step. You can't go fast. It's just slow trotting. There's no vegetation, no cover. It's just lava. So, it's part of the trail, so you do it. But, it's kind of a fascinating landscape, but it's not good to travel through. It's just lava. Hard on your feet, your ankles, your knees, your legs. It's just hard. All right, about 3.5 miles to go. Keep plugging away. Now you wonder how one pine tree gets started in all this. There's nothing around. There's lava rock. And yet one pine tree has the fortitude to go, hey, I'm gonna grow right here, right in the middle of the freaking lava field. This is gonna be my home. Good for you, man. Keep it up. There's nothing else around. You got the place to yourself. Look at this. Dirt, beautiful dirt. I guess it's not dirt, it's more like a sand pumice, but never thought I'd be so glad to walk on sand. Well, I think it's just a temporary reprieve. There might be like half mile of this, and then we're back to the lava. But I'll take it. It's 3 miles right there. After grilling lava, this is nice. Oh, you got some trees and some shade. Someone in the comments said, God's a little piece of paradise right here. All right, we're gonna enjoy this and get ready for the next lava stretch. I'm not sure what kind of berries these are, but just started seeing these along the trail. Not sure if they're edible or not, but they're pretty. Okay, I think I'm through the lava. There's a few pieces here and there, but we're mostly on dirt or kind of this fine pumice. But that was a rough slog. I did roll an ankle once. Luckily, this trail makes your ankles really strong, so just rested it for a few minutes, and then I was able to walk on it again. Knees bother me a little bit, but not that bad. So I think I got maybe 2 miles, 2.5 uphill, moderate uphill, not that bad. And that should be all downhill to Big Lake Youth Camp. So I think we're on good track. Legs don't feel as fresh after 5 miles of lava, but we got through it. I'm glad it's behind us. And the best part is, look behind me. Look at that sky. What do you see? Yeah, that's just blue. Blue sky, no clouds. It's just a gorgeous day. All right, I'm gonna take advantage and enjoy the gorgeous day. Hike on. We'll see you down the trail. Finally out of the lava fields, and now we're kind of in the forest. Got a nice trail, nice day, downhill. Man, life is good. Just cruising about another 4 miles into Big Lake Youth Camp. Be there by lunch. Spend the afternoon doing the typical town chores. Grab some dinner and then head on out. They're very welcoming. They provide all these hiker services, but they don't let you camp there, which is fine, you know, perfectly reasonable. So I guess you can go down by the lake somewhere, but it's not real good camping. So I think about 2 miles past at a road, there's a real good camp spot. So I'll go down there, spend the afternoon, have lunch and dinner, then head back out. Call that a hero day. Yeah. All right, we'll see you down the trail. Hey, here we are. Big Lake Youth Camp. Okay, so this is the building they have for PCT hikers at Big Lake Youth Camp. And they got all the services you need. They renovated this just for PCT hikers. Hello. They got a little kitchen, you know, plenty of seating. Got laundry, mail pickup, and 2 bathrooms with showers. And they did all this just for PCT hikers. They feed you. You know, I had lunch and dinner. It's a 7-day Adventist. Adventist. All their meals are vegetarian. But I had good veggie burgers for lunch, tater tots, and mac and cheese and broccoli and brownies for dinner. It's just fantastic. Very helpful, very friendly, very welcoming. They try and keep PCT hikers away from the campers, which is, you know, reasonable. Especially right now, it's family camp, so there's a lot of families here. But you know, the rest of the time it's youth camp. So yeah, you got to, you know, keep the kids separate from all the smelly hikers. But just a very, very you know, good stop, very welcoming, and very friendly. Fantastic stop. So this is another awesome trail magic. You got, you got Magic Mike.
All right.
And once again,
Goddess
Rhonda, that's right. And your sister-in-law?
Nope, just great friends.
Oh, friend. Okay. First, I thought
friends.
I thought you guys were married,
I know.
but then you start talking about his wife. So
We are married, not to each other.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys have been out here what?
9 years.
Oh,
Well, you've been doing this for 9 years,
Yeah, doing it too. Yeah.
but
2
this
weeks,
year
2
you've been out here for 2 weeks providing trail magic.
Yeah.
He grilled up an awesome burger with cheese and onions. You got homemade cookies over there, sodas, beers, fresh fruit, everything you need. And this is just greatly appreciated. How many, you cooked up how many burgers this season?
over 300.
Over 300.
300 hikers you've helped out. So I just want to say thank you. And you guys provide an awesome service. And it's greatly appreciated by all us hikers.
Couldn't be happier to do it.
Yep.
All right, thank you. Okay, close out for day 124. Today just turned out to be an awesome day. You know, I knew the start was going to be a little rough with the big lava field crossing, and luckily the weather was good, but, you know, that was tough. Tough on the feet. But made real good time to Big Lake Youth Camp. Got down there maybe 11:30. Everything fell into place. You know, they didn't have my resupply package right off the bat, but they came in like at 1 o'clock, 1:30. Had lunch and dinner there. Just, I can't say enough about the Big Lake. You know, they have a really nice setup for PCT hikers, and it's just all donation based. I didn't know it was, you know, vegetarian, so it was good. We had veggie burgers, which were good. So I had a double patty, and you know, ice cream bar and tater tots, and loaded up there. Dinner, they had mac and cheese and broccoli and brownies. I think I had 2 helpings of mac and cheese. I had 3 brownies. So I loaded up there. You know, they don't let you stay there. So I hiked around to the PCT, and it crosses a dirt road. So I was going to set up camp there for tomorrow. And as I'm coming in, meet up with with Magic Mike and Trail Magic. So he cooked up an awesome burger. So, I was already stuffed with 2 helpings of mac and cheese and 3 brownies and some broccoli for dinner. And, he makes me a cheeseburger with grilled onions and homemade cookies and soda. And so I had, basically 3 dinners within about an hour and a half. So that's good. That bulks me up a little bit for this next stretch. I think I have enough food now, or just about enough food for the next 6 days. Sandra sent out a 4-day resupply. I had a couple extra days. I got 1 or 2 things out of the hiker box. So I think I'm just about there. I made some mac and cheese back at Big Lake Youth Camp. Sandra sent me a box, so I'm going to be mac and cheesed out for a while. But I made that up, and she included an extra pulled pork package. So I'll have that for dinner tomorrow. Made that, packing it out, so it's a little bit heavy now, but I'll eat that tomorrow night. So I think that'll get me enough through Timberline Lodge and into Cascade Lakes. Might pick up a couple things for breakfast and a couple snacks at Timberline Lodge. But I think I'm good to go. So I think it's clear sailing for about the next 6 or 7 days. Got about 155 miles left to the Washington border. So that's about a week's worth of hiking. About 6 days worth, 7 days worth. I'm going to take an afternoon at Timberline Lodge. That's the plan, try and get in there for breakfast and lunch. So we'll see how that goes. Weather report says it's going to rain tomorrow, so that's not, I'm not looking forward to that. I think it's going to start in the afternoon and continue on through night. So tomorrow might be the first time that I'm actually hiking in rain. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and get to bed early tonight and get a good night's sleep. Maybe get an early start and try and get more of my miles in earlier. I haven't looked at the elevation profiles or anything like that. So if it does start raining, I can just maybe set up camp early. We'll see how all that unfolds, and we'll deal with that tomorrow. But today just turned out to be a great day. They were so nice and gracious and helpful at Big Lake Youth Camp. And, they're trying to run a summer camp. They don't have to help out PCT hikers, but they just go out of their way to help us out. So thanks, greatly appreciated. Magic Mike and his friend, 2 weeks of growing up burgers and giving out sodas and beer and homemade cookies and that. That's just incredible. The amount of support and help just from complete strangers that you find on the trail. So that's just all part of the trail experience, but it's just special and greatly appreciated. We'll see how much sleep I get here, because I'm sleeping right off a dirt road, and it seems to be popular. It's a Friday night. I've already seen a few ATVs and motorcycles and that go by, so hopefully it quiets down after dark. Hopefully I can get some good sleep. I do have earplugs, so hopefully that won't be a problem. And we'll hit the trail early tomorrow. We'll see you then. Forgot to mention, check out the mileage at the end of today. Tomorrow's going to be a huge milestone. I think I'm at 1,998 miles. So just early tomorrow morning, a couple miles up the trail. Can you believe it? 2,000 miles hiked since 2,000 miles away, trail miles away from the Mexican border. That is just crazy. That's a long way to go with a backpack. So this is almost a 2,000 mile beard. I think I last shaved back in Big Bear. So it's not quite 2,000 mile beard, but it's getting close, getting pretty shaggy. But the miles are just ripping off now. I did 13 today, but that was between 6 and 11. And then I did, quarter mile here from Big Lake Youth Camp. So most of that was, before 11 o'clock or 11:30. But, the 3 days before that, I did almost 80 miles in 3 days. The hiker legs are here in force. The foot wasn't too bad today. I could, yesterday I felt it, but it wasn't as bad as the day before. The knee, I can feel it a little bit, but, I can hike through it, and it's not really slowing me down. So the body's holding up good. So if I can just keep the weight on, I'm almost scared to step on a scale. The body feels strong. I'll be rolling in Washington here in another week or so. All right, enough of that. We'll see you down the trail. Morning. Day 125, 6:15 out. So, real nice night last night. Only got down to 46. Wasn't too much noise. I put the earplugs in, but got to sleep right away. I had a full belly. Still have a full belly, so that's good. Had a little bit of worry because my phone wouldn't charge back at the youth camp. So I charged up my battery bank all the way. I only have 4 days, 4.5 days to get there. So, I left the youth camp with like a 60% charge, and it was like kind of charging and stopping, charging and stopping. So I don't know what's going on. So I plugged it in last night because it was down to like, I don't know, 37%. I plugged it in last night off my battery bank, and this has happened before, but if I turn the phone off, it'll charge off the battery bank typically. So I did that last night. I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was still at like 38 or 39%, and the thing wouldn't charge. So I flipped cables around and powered it on and off again, and changed out the cable, and finally I got it to charge. But that would be a problem if your phone won't accept a charge out here by yourself. Can't really navigate, nowhere to go. You can't communicate, get some help. So luckily, after fiddling around with it, I did get the phone to charge. So that would have been a problem. Oh, no condensation. Bone dry this morning. So and the sky looks pretty good. A few pretty clouds up there, not non-threatening, but the forecast calls for rain this afternoon. So I did leave my poncho out in an accessible spot. I'm ready for rain, but I'm hoping I don't see it. So we'll take it as it comes. All right, I'm going to take off. We'll see you down the trail. Well, there it is. Almost walked right by it. 2,000 miles, 2,000 trail miles from the Mexican border. That's a bunch of miles to go backpacking. Can't believe I've made it this far. Now the miles are just ripping off. The first 1,000 miles took a long time, but the second, they're coming fast and furious. So from here on out, I only have 650 miles left to the Canadian border. That's going to be over in a flash. Can't believe it. All right, major milestone. Next one up, I guess Oregon-Washington border, and then the Canadian border. Gonna be coming fast and furious. All right, see you down the trail. Okay, just hit my first blowdown of the day. We're like 3 miles down the trail. Not bad, especially when you look at all this. Look at all these blowdowns that have been cut. Just awesome job here with the trail maintenance, and it's been like this before. You see, there's just, can you imagine having to crawl all over this stuff? There's like, I don't know, 20 blowdowns right in this section, maybe more. There's still more there. And there were a bunch before that. So, good job whoever maintains this section. It's mostly volunteers. Nameless people that just try to make the trail a little bit better. So that's awesome. Bravo. Not the greatest panorama, but this is the first clearing that I've been in. So, figured I'd take a little picture, and most important, look at the sky. Pretty clear and pretty blue. I see some clouds off in the distance. We'll see if the forecast is right, or if I can avoid the rain today. All right, see you down the trail. Okay, just entering a lava field, so the train's opening up a little bit. Do a panorama. Day's looking nice. I don't see rain clouds. A few small clouds out in the distance, but those aren't bad. Here's the lava field I'm crossing, but it's not bad. The trail's pretty nice. And up here, I think that's called Three-Fingered Jack. So, hey Jack, how you doing? Back where I just came from. As far as been continuous uphill, but a nice grade, great trail. So, Really enjoying this. Okay, August 17th, and not much. There's still a little bit of snow on the PCT right here in Oregon. And I just stepped in some. Okay, 10:45, made it to the top of my first big climb of the day, the biggest climb. There's two good-sized climbs. One in the morning was it's been 11 miles, pretty much uphill the whole way. Gradual, but just uphill constantly. Towards the end of the day, and in the afternoon, I got probably another 1,000 or 1,200 foot climb. But I'm at the top now. It's pretty. Still got clear blue skies. Nice breeze, good temperature. Here's the pass I went over, and I'm headed down here somewhere. But looks nice. A little bit of snow down there. Nice little creek. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way down there now, because I think the next water is like 2.5 miles away. It's just a gorgeous day. Haven't seen any nobos. Seen maybe half dozen southbounders, sobos, but a few day hikers. And man, feels good when you see day hikers. You can, I guess you can flex a little bit, because even though they're just carrying day packs, not much weight, you just blow by them on the trail. And I'm just amazed at how strong I feel and how powerful. You can just, I push myself, so I'm still breathing heavy. You can just chew up the miles going uphill. What have I done? 11 miles in about 5 hours. But it's been uphill the whole way. I've probably done, 1,400 feet. So that's a steady, 2.4 mile an hour, steady uphill. I'm gonna keep hiking and just hope that the weather stays like this. It's just a glorious day. I mean, nice and cool, nice breeze, no rain, and it's been good trail conditions. A few blowdowns, but not bad. And even the lava flows have been nice. So this is hiking at the best. Okay, enough of that. We'll see you down the trail. Holy crap, what is this? A mountain goat. Walking down the trail. He's just walking right towards me. Look at that guy. That is just awesome. I stopped on the trail for a second because I'm admiring, I don't know if you can see this mountain out here. I'm thinking that's Mount Washington or Adams or Jefferson. Well, it's not Washington. We're too far north for that. So that's Mount Adams or Mount Jefferson. And I'm admiring the mountain. I'm stopping, looking at my map, trying to figure out the name, and I hear this huffing and puffing. And I think it's a hiker coming. I stop and look up, and literally like 15 feet from me is a mountain goat. And those aren't, what do we have in San Diego? I guess we got bighorn sheep, but never seen a mountain goat in the wild before. That was pretty incredible. And he didn't see me either. He was just huffing and puffing. He walked right up, probably 15 to 20 feet before he saw me, and luckily I was able to get a shot of him. That was an incredible sighting. If you want to see what mountain goat prints look like, right there, kind of look like deer prints. You got hooves, kind of like deer. But this guy was like 15 feet from me. He's big, good size, beautiful white coat. So guys, after my lunch, it's pretty bold. Look at this guy. He's not going to give up. So the shot, that's Mount Jefferson up there, I believe. So headed north, probably seeing that for the next several miles. Put the Clouds are coming in at clear skies, clear blue skies this way, but start getting cloudy and they're getting dark and thunder behind me. So I'm gonna keep hiking this way, keep headed north, and see if I can stay ahead of the rain a little bit. It's kind of hard outrunning thunderstorms, but I can go another, I don't know, 5 to 7 miles. It's about 3 o'clock right now. Done 18. So there's a restricted camping area. So I think I can go up to like 24 miles for the day, or I gotta go all the way to like 28, something like that, which might be a bit far. So we'll see how far I can get, and hopefully the rain stays to the south of me. Keep the fingers crossed. Literally been outrunning the storm. There's Mount Jefferson. I just passed up a good campsite. I'm trying to go another 1.5 miles, and I'm headed towards blue skies, so hopefully I can just stay ahead, because this thunder cell is chasing me. I've just been running, but if I can just keep going for about another 1.5 miles, I can reach my goal and hopefully set up camp before it starts to rain. But I'm like right on this leading edge here of this thunder cell right behind me and the blue skies ahead of me. But I'm running out of daylight. 1/4 mile, but it's getting nasty. Yeah, I did it. 22 miles at 4 o'clock. The rain's just starting to fall right now, and I got my tent set up. I got set up low. I wish I had 2 more stakes for the sides, but I used a couple little tree branches and got all this done, and the rain's just starting to fall. Look at this, all the way around me. As I was hustling up the mountain as fast as I could, and I just see this whole rain cloud just start to envelop me. It goes from clear blue skies to completely socked in. And I'm 21.5 miles in, and I'm just going as hard as I can up the hill. But I got here, I got it set up, I'm ducking in the tent. I think I'm gonna be in the tent for the night. Yeah. Luckily I got my mac and cheese already cooked, so I don't even have to cook. I got dinner all prepared, and I'm just gonna hunker down for the night and ride out the storm. We'll see how long it lasts. But it's completely 100% socked in. It's been thundering. The rain's just been nipping at my heels as I've been walking. You know, I feel a few raindrops, start hiking faster towards the blue skies, and I just stayed ahead of it. But then it swallowed me up. So, all right, I'm going inside my tent, and we'll see after the storm passes, hopefully. Well, hopefully it's done by tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so now the rainstorm's turned into a hailstorm. Kind of feels like I'm inside of a popcorn popper with popcorn popping all around me. And it's just pelting my tent. And like I said, this tent's not really the greatest for rain. I set up the best I could, but I need 2 more guidelines for the sides and 2 more tent stakes. I haven't had a chance to get those yet. I gotta go into town to get those. And I did pitch it low, so normally it's about 1 foot higher. And there's not much headroom to begin with. Right now, check this out. This is inside my tent, and this is my headroom. So I'm just laying down right in the middle, staying away from the sides. and I had just enough time to, get the tent set up, and it just started raining, so I just tossed my whole backpack inside and had to, unpack it and blow up my air mattress and get set up inside my tent, when normally I do that outside. But I'm dry and I'm warm, even though it is hailing outside. So I kind of pushed a little bit. There was a spot about a mile and a half ago, but the storm was chasing me and there were blue skies ahead, and I kind of wanted to get to 22 to 24 miles today. So I just barely got to 22. And the storm just enveloped me. But I didn't have to hike in the rain. I just got the tent set up and it just started to rain. Now it's hailing. So we'll see how long it goes into the morning. Hopefully it's just a overnight storm. But I'll keep you posted. Okay, so the hail stopped, but the thunderstorm is picking up in intensity. It's getting pretty bad out there. I'm just so lucky I was able to get my tent set up. It's pretty windy out. It just comes in waves. So I just had a protein drink. Because normally I do the protein drink, then I set up camp, but I was just hustling to set up camp. Right now, just laying down in my sleeping bag. Probably eat dinner here in about 20 minutes. But it is nasty outside. I got to deal with Sandra. I check in every night with her just to, tell her that I'm safe and where I'm camping and that. If I'm in cell phone range, I'll do that, but most of the time I use a Motorola satellite receiver or transmitter to check in with her and give her my coordinates. So, I hurry up, set up my tent, and I just threw all my stuff in my whole backpack inside. And I turn my satellite receiver, and I can only get one bar in the storm. It uses the geosynchronous satellite, so you need a clear view of the southern sky. And between the storm and I picked the most sheltered spot because of the storm. So I got, I'm kind of surrounded by trees on the west and to the south of me for a little bit of wind protection, but it also blocks the signal. So, normally I just, walk a little bit till I get a clear view of the southern sky, and then I can send her the coordinates, but it's pouring down rain outside. So I go, well, I'll just try my cell reception, and I just barely got enough cell reception. So I was able to give her a call and say that I'm all right and where I'm at. And then after I talked to her, like 3 or 4 minutes later, I was checking my email, trying to check my text, and I lost cell reception with the storm. So, man, it just all worked out, just barely in the nick of time. Getting to camp, getting the tent set up, getting inside, and then checking with Sandra, all within like minutes. All right, well, I'm just hunkered down for the night. I'll have to eat kind of like laying down because there's not enough room to sit up. That's another problem with these sil nylon tents. They're waterproof, but as they do tend to sag. So I already pitched it low to keep the wind and the rain out, but it's just as it gets more and more wet, it sags more, and it gets more and more like a coffin almost. So we'll deal with a little bit of a small tent tonight. But hey, I'm warm and I'm dry, so life is good. All right. We'll check in with you tomorrow.